Hi, I'm Hillary. Welcome to Teaching Moments. So I'm going to review for you the high school A Beka history curriculum. So I've already done a review on the history curriculum for A Beka, but it was in a really long video that lasted like 25 minutes, and it was over all the history books from kindergarten up through 12th grade. So if you have multiple children, that might be a benefit to you to watch that so that you know the good and the bad about all those other books too. But if you just have high schoolers and you're just interested about the high schooling one, then this might be a little bit more interesting to you. So, ninth grade history for A Beka is called World Geography. I really liked this book because it gives you geography, but it also talks to you about the culture and the politics in that particular area. So to where the other books had more historical value, this one has it. I mean, you get a little history, but it's more about the culture and the politics and the geography. It was kind of a breath of fresh air. I enjoyed the change. I enjoyed the a little bit of a different layout they had for this one. So it was nice. So they have this one. They have the teacher edition that goes with it. So it's the same as the student, you can follow along with them, and then in the back is the lesson and curriculum plans in the teacher book. And then of course there's the answer key to the text questions. There's the teacher quiz and test key. There's the student quiz and test book. There's the map studies. So they have to label those and answer questions about them. This was very interesting to do. And then of course there's the teacher answer key for that book. So there are several books in them. That's how A Beka does it for the older grades. But again, I really enjoyed this ninth grade one. I thought it was refreshing and enjoyable to do. The 10th grade book is World History and Cultures. I don't have that one. I didn't do it with my daughter. She's a junior right now. So I didn't do that one with her. We took a different change of pace for that one. And then also 11th grade is U.S. History, Heritage of Freedom. I also do not own that book. I didn't do that one with her. Instead, in her sophomore year, I went ahead and did American Government, which for A Beka is considered a 12th grade book, but I was really wanting to do American Government with her, and I thought that she could handle it. I was kind of disappointed that A Beka didn't talk about government much at all before this point. I mean, I know they have the American Government book for 12th grade, and then in the 8th grade, they have that little civics book that gives you a very small snippet of the checks and balances of our government, but it doesn't talk about it much at all in detail. So I was kind of frustrated with that. That is another reason why I've kind of been looking at other curriculums, is to teach my younger children about American government before they get into 12th grade. Especially with the politics that you see on TV all the time these days, and we're going into an election year. I want my kids to understand what's going on, and sooner than in 12th grade. But here is the American Government book that is for 12th grade. It's supposed to be for one semester for 12th grade, and then there's supposed to be an economics book for the second semester of 12th grade. We didn't do the economics book. Again, I was just super excited about doing the American Government. This book actually took us a year to do because we had a family situation arise that took a lot of our time. So this ended up being stretched out over a full year, which worked out just fine anyway. So it had good explanations, but it was rather wordy. I had to slow down and kind of explain some of this stuff to her, what the wording meant. But it did have good explanations and even some interesting facts that I guess I didn't realize the full story on some of this stuff, some of the backstory on some of the things that happened in the politics. So this was interesting for me to read as well. So again, you have the student textbook and the teacher edition with, of course, your same idea in the back with the lesson plans. And then they also have the quiz and test book for the student and the teacher. The key for the text questions. And then they have state and local government, a study outline. So we didn't actually do this. I didn't do this one with my daughter. Again, we had a family situation that year, so I was lucky to get the government book done. But I might possibly do this with my other kids. So it talks about your state history, voter requirements, things like that. State Attorney General, State Treasurer. It's a good book to go along with this. So there is that one for the 12th grade. Again, I thought it was pretty good. If you have a child that doesn't understand some of the wording, you could always slow it down and maybe even find some other supplemental books to go with it. Maybe I should have waited till she was in 12th grade. I'm not really sure. But anyway, there's my review of the 9th grade book and the 12th grade book for A Beka History. I hope this has helped you out, and thank you for watching.